It's okay, take your time. I'll feel out the crowd first. The highly anticipated best man speech. All right. Watch your step at the front here, folks. We almost had a world star moment there. Thank God he didn't go up in flames. That's just Jake. He just has luck like that. Good evening, all my lovely people. My name is Ben. Some people like to refer to me as the baby, the cuter twin, and sometimes Brett. It feels so good to have you all in the same room tonight to celebrate this beautiful relationship. You know, public speaking is usually one of my strong suits, and I enjoy doing it, but my nerves are at an all-time high right now. And I actually mean that. You might not be able to see it, but I had this stress in my shoulders all day. I'm like, I just want to get this off my chest. But not just that, it's because us Tonans have no chill when it comes to crying at everything, and especially talking about the ones we love. But two, because Roz has worked 1,000 weddings and would utter to me about all the best man speeches are the same in this bored, annoyed tone. They would start like, give it up for all the bridesmaids, and end with some cheesy quote about love. So to change it up today, bridesmaids, is that really the best you could do? Like, come on, be better. I'm obviously kidding. You look stunning beyond compare, especially you, Roz. Give it up for the bridesmaids and the groom. John, Joey, and James. Where's James at? We did our best. Also, to reiterate, I said that I'm the cuter twin, but tonight, like, man, I don't stand a chance next to Brett. Brett, I'm going to do my best to get through this speech while keeping the crying to a minimum so that it sounds like a best man speech and not a eulogy. I might have to pause to, like, take a little break here, too. If you're one of the lucky ones, there will come a time in your life when you meet your soulmate. You learn patience. You learn to share on a new level. You learn how to compromise. You learn how to be there for one another through everything. It's someone who motivates you, humbles you, laughs with you, and grows with you. Brett, we didn't have to go far to find each other, man. We've been together since November 3rd, 1994, and how lucky we are to have each other. I'm super sorry for that, Roz. Like, it would suck to be 1B, I know. Now that you know how Brett and I met, Brett and I would talk about this day to one another since we were young. Being each other's best man, doing each other's best man speech. It's quite surreal standing before you today, living up all those manifestations of your big day. But I was beginning to get a little nervous when my best man status was rescheduled for the 3rd time without you once asking me. He didn't ask me until what? Was it like a couple months before the wedding? No, I'm joking. I want to get something straight. All of our lives we've been asked, do you guys have some sort of twin power between you two? Telepathy, perhaps? Can you feel what the other is feeling? And the answer is yes. Not in the way of some sort of shapeshifter or some sort of secret power that way. But yes, we can feel what each other is feeling. And in respect to both Brett and Rosin on their wedding night, I will turn that twin power off for the night and for the rest of the week. I'm sure you can imagine I have endless stories up my sleeve of Brett and I, and it's impossible to choose just a few. I'll leave out the ones involving illegal activity, which probably makes up about 90% of them, so that helps to narrow it down quite a bit. There are no few things that are noteworthy that I must tell you about, but one evolutionary tale of our lives that goes unseen by most that would be fun to reflect on, and that was bedtime. Bedtime. When our teeth were brushed and we were freshly bathed, time for bed. I swear bedtime would leave my parents quivering in fear of what shenanigans we would get up to next. In all honesty, Brett and I were the biggest shitheads. But we still are when we're together at night. Oh, okay, this might get tough here. It's actually funny, like all this stuff is funny, but I gotta take my time here. Most nights would end up with a swift smack on the ass, and that's where we coined the phrase, tighten our asses. And that joke might not have aged well, because the times have changed, but we turned out all right. I digress. It all started when we learned how to climb, and our cribs went from safe zones to jungle gyms. We would make up our own games, like to challenge each other, like who could sneak downstairs without being caught by the parents. One time we thought it would be a great idea to go through the family first aid kit and peel apart all the Band-Aids and gauze just for the hell of it. We would lather ourselves in Vaseline, pull each other's teeth, and sit across the room from each other with our legs spread wide, trying to hit each other in the crotch with a ball. No idea was really a bad idea. On tamer nights, we would memorize entire CDs. We'd even practice our first kiss on each other. You were fooled, Roz. All those bedtimes, man, they were truly pivotal for our relationship. Roz has been in our life as long as I can remember, and there was always chemistry between Brett and Roz, through grade school onward. Brett, Roz, and our friend Annie and I would spend countless hours together growing up. Annie and I would force Brett and Roz to kiss, and once they did, we would go crazy. But Brett and Rosin's relationship ran sour. It was a tragic time in their young love. At the ripe age of 10. But not without a bang. Brett, smitten in love, surprised with a mystery jar and a note from Roz. A breakup note. Brett, now in tears, heartbroken, crying on my shoulder, holding this empty jar. What could it possibly be? What could this jar possibly be? Brett opens it, blown back from his position. Could it be? No way. A big, stinking, nasty fart. Rosalind had the audacity to break up with my brother and somehow managed to shove a fart in a jar. It was a baby food jar, too. Apparently. I don't have the prop with me today. You've always been a creative one, Roz. Kudos to you. Looking back on that, how romantic it was, and look what it's turned into. Fast forward 10 years. Brett and Roz rekindled their relationship in, 2014, I think, as we had talked about. They were still so passionately in love with each other, or they were and are still so passionately in love with each other. So much to the point where brothers, John, Joey, and I, would refer to Brett as Brett Witter. In a good way. It was a brotherly joke. I mean, what's not to love, though? She's stunning, talented, ambitious, and surrounded by an amazing family. There are countless things that I admire and look up to about Brett. He's always been a selfless character. He's always put me before himself. See, I'm not used to having to tell people how I feel about Brett. He's always been one to do the right thing and care so deeply for others. Many aspects of our life, I feel like we had it easy because we had each other. Having a built-in having a built-in best friend by your side through it all. Cheers to the bride and groom.